That's not worked out ideally for him. It's little things like that that can cost you the chance of doing a quick run. Hasn't cost him a huge amount, but he needs to make some progress. Oh, he's ended up on his roof. Okay, so that's going to make it really difficult for him now. So coming from 10th, or coming from a long way back. So really good battle going on for what looks like second and third out there. So Gavin Rice leading this one from Ben Vincent and Stuart Barber. So first, second and third all together off the end of the main straight. Ben now leading this one. Ben also a very quick driver, so now he's hit the front. He's going to look to go away on this one. Marcus currently down in 6th. So leader already starting to make his way through traffic. Stu Barber currently running in 2nd. Marcus taking no prisoners as he cuts his way through the traffic. So he's up to what looks like 3rd place now. So Ben from Stuart from Marcus. So Stuart's going to be Marcus's next victim as they come out onto the main straight. So Stuart doesn't put up a huge defence there. He made a bit of a mistake coming onto the straight, and at this stage in the race, you know who you're racing, and sometimes if someone is an awful lot quicker than you, then early on in the run, there's not necessarily the sense in holding them up and delaying yourself as well, being overly defensive. So Stuart thinking discretion's the better part of valour there, and accepting Marcus is going to go away from him. So we've got Ben leading this one now, with Marcus running 2nd. So Marcus now going to try and hunt Ben down. Let's keep an eye on what the gap is. Last time around it was just over 3 seconds. And gap actually increasing to 3.3. So Ben pulling away from Marcus slightly on that lap. That's probably going to come down in a little bit when Ben starts catching the traffic. But then Marcus is going to have to deal with that too, so it would start going back up again. Marcus takes a couple of hundredths on that lap, but effectively they're pegging each other. So Ben and Marcus, Schumacher teammates this weekend. In fact, Ben increasing the gap slightly on that lap as well, to 3.4 seconds now. So edging away by about a 10th a lap. Marcus now in that traffic. He's carved past 2 cars there straight away. And there's another. So, okay, so that was a little bit of an incident there for the leader going past some back markers, one of whom made a mistake directly in front of him. It's going to have cost him a little bit of time. It's cost him about 3/10. Marcus's lead now just under 3 seconds. Ben's lead now just under 3 seconds from Marcus. So Ben got a really good flow going round through the infield out onto the main straight now. Just trying to keep the car flowing, trying to keep the car moving. Gaps remaining constant around the 3 second mark. So Marcus doesn't look like at this stage of the race he's able to do anything about Ben. We've got 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining. James Hart's made his way up into 3rd place in the run. So the 3 people you would have pegged as the fast guys all making it into the top 3 of this run. So the right people are there, or the people that you'd expect to see are there, not necessarily in the order you'd expect to see them. But that might be doing Ben a bit of a disservice. He's driving exceptionally well. Flowing up on more traffic. Marcus got clear track in front of him, but Ben is actually going away. Ben's got the gap up to 3.2 seconds. So it doesn't look like there's an awful lot Marcus can do about this. We're into the last minute now. So we have 50 seconds of the race remaining. So Ben's just got to take his time picking his way through the traffic. Ooh, small mistake there at the end of the straight. He got out onto the dirt. There is a definite racing line that appears over the course of the weekend, and a line where the grip on the track is. So Ben's made his way through that lot nicely now. So Marcus just about to catch that traffic. They're getting out of his way, but into the last 5 seconds, he's not going to catch that. Okay, so really good run there from Ben. So Ben from Marcus. That second place could be a bit costly for Marcus. He also had a second place finish earlier. So you may well find at the end of the weekend, when the drop scores come into play, that you're going to want to be looking at having 8 points. So eight wins. If you've already got 2 second places, then you haven't got an awful lot that you can drop from there. So got a few more track repairs going on. This is a fairly constant maintenance effort by the BRCA crew. Keep the track in pristine condition all weekend. Been here since Thursday, setting the track up. Got to say, it looks fantastic, and it's really good to see a nice crowd of people around the outside of the track watching. It's always good to introduce the sport to some new people. Just having a look to see who's going to be out in this run. Seeing if there's anybody we recognise on the rostrum. Can see David Spashit in here. So David won a few titles in his time. Multiple Eastbourne club champion. I think he's also won a few world titles somewhere in the mix, as well as some Euros for good measure. Chris Gunter's also going to be fast, I'd expect. Can see Kieran Manders, always one to watch. Josh Cool, up and coming driver. So really good mix of drivers out there for this race. That's one of the beauties of this format. You do get the opportunity to race pretty much everybody in the pits. So just see David Spashit going around now, the martini coloured McLaren shell. He's thinking about what he's doing. He's not even driving the warm-up lap at a fast pace. He's just trying to preserve the voltage in his battery. If he's not using it now, then he's still got it at the end of the run. Never know when it comes in handy. So just forming up on the grid. So we're going to have David off of P6. That's where Marcus went from last time. So Marcus got a second from P6. See if David can do anything to better that. Looks like we've got Kieran starting in 3rd place.